In this video, we are going to talk about Python decorator. The mechanism behind decorator is that in Python, functions are first-class objects. This means that functions can be passed around and used as arguments, just like any other object. It's possible to define functions inside other functions. Such functions are called inner function. So Python also allows you to use functions as return values. So this is an example of inner function and return functions. So based on the above three conditions, we have the decorator. We pass a function to another function. We change its behavior, that we return another function. So put simply, decorators wrap a function, modifying its behavior. So this is the syntax of a decorator. We can also use this @ sign to define a decorator. So this is an example of the decorator. This track calls track how many times a function is called. So here we apply the decorator to this factorial function, or we call factorial 3. The result of 3, factorial of 3 is 6. Inside the factorial 3, this function calls 4 times, so the result factorial dot call is 4. And if we call factorial 2 again, so we have 3 more calls of the factorial. So the calls of factorial, the factorial dot calls becomes 7. So here we change the behavior as we define the calls, the attribute calls as 0, and each call we plus 1. So this is another way to define a decorator of a function. We can have a decorator function. We pass the function as an argument. We change its behavior, we return another function. So this is we apply the track calls to the factorial function. We have a new function. So this is another useful example of using decorator. So we have this Fibonacci function, and the Fibonacci function, the 5 is a recursion. So if we just call the fib 30, then it has a huge number of function calls. So it's here. The function calls is this number, huge number. But if we have the memorization mechanism, so here we use a dictionary to save the results of each intermediate result. Then if we apply this memorization, the memorize decorator, when we call the fib 30 here, we only have 59 calls. So it makes this recursive function much faster. So this is also another very useful example of decorator. We can also use decorator on class. So there are 2 different ways we can use decorator on class. The first one is we can decorate the methods of a class. So some commonly used decorators that are even built in Python are class method, static method, and property. The class method and static method decorators are used to define methods inside the class namespace that are not connected to a particular instance of the class. The property decorator is used to customize getters and setters for class attributes. So this is an example to illustrate this. So here we have the cycle as a class. So we have the property, the radius as property. Because here we define the setter of the radius, so this is a mutable property. So the mutable property should be with a setter. The immutable property is without a setter, which cannot be changed. And this is a regular method because we don't have a decorator. We can also have the class method decorator. So the pi here and the unit cycle here is the static method. Static method cannot be called on either can be called on either an instance of the class. So the other way to use decorator on class is to decorate the whole class. So here so the meaning of the syntax is similar to the function decorator. In this example, we could have done the decoration by writing the plain card equal data class parentheses plain card. So this is the same as decorating a function. So if we have the nesting decorators, so here we can apply several decorators to a function or class. So the decorator 1 decorates the results of decorator 2. The decorators are applied in the reserved order they appear. So here we apply the decorator 2 first, then decorator 1.